accepted a risky trade for a brand new super unstable Halo in Royale High. And by the end of the day, I somehow made over 5.6 million profit. No. Seriously. Here's how it all went down. In the first trade, someone traded me asking if they could offer for my Halos. I replied, sure, which one? And they said, can I see? So I put all my Halos in the trade window. They picked the Dark Halo and Solarix, but said they only had the new Halo. Now this was just a few days after the summer update, and I had no idea there was a new Halo lol. I asked them how much it was worth. They said it was 9 mil. So I searched it up Unex and Tradery and found that some people were accepting offers worth 6 million. So I wasn't too convinced. Then they suggested Solarix and Spring 22. But that added up to around 6.6 to 6.9 mil, which would be over. So I countered, can I do Solarix and Winter 21 plus DIMS? They replied again, Spring 22? I asked, can you add if I do Solarix and Spring 22? They added some items in the trade and said okay. I said, let me calculate. Turns out they were still under. They tried again, but still not quite there. At this point, I started getting unsure because they seemed pretty desperate to get the Halo off their hands. So I listed the new Lagoon Halo on Tradery to see what people were offering for it. And that's when someone else made a crazy good offer. But I'll show you that in a bit. So went back and asked them again, is there anything else you can add or is that your best? They added a few more items that finally made it a win. And I said, I can do it. I asked again just to confirm, for solar and spring, right? They said, yes. Then we both accepted the trade. Their offer was worth around 6.88 mil, while my Halos were averaging around 6.75 mil. We got about 130k profit. Not a huge profit, especially considering how unstable the Halo was at the time, and how risky it was just having it in your inventory. No wonder they were so eager to let it go. But overall, this ended up being a massive win. Next, someone wanted me to offer for their Spring 22 Halo. I asked if they preferred diamonds or specific items. They said, diamonds would be easier, unless you happen to have Mer 21 since I was gonna buy the Halo with the DIMS I get from this. Or like the Crystal Ice Fairy skirt. I said, I don't have any of those, so I'll offer diamonds. I added the Winter 21 Halo and said, would you be okay with 600k DIMS? And they asked, where do you get your values from? It's under by a lot. I said that I got it from a Halo value list from X. They told me to check again. And turns out, I totally misread it. I said 600k when I meant to say 1.6 mil. I wanted to disappear, oh my gosh. But anyways, they were really understanding, haha. They asked if I could do just like a bit higher than 1.6 mil. We eventually settled on 1.62 mil with some snowswan accessories. And we accepted the trade. My offer is worth 3.38 mil in total and the Spring 22 is 3.4 mil, so this was a big win. And now, the person who offered on Tradery for the Lagoon Halo. They asked to see how the Halo looked in-game, and when they did, they said they loved it. They added all the items they offered to the trade. When they were done, I said I'd recalculate everything. And I was ready to accept on the spot. But then they said, can I replace Dream Dust to something else? Since the value is pretty unstable right now and it might drop. I can replace it but not for the same value, is that okay with you? I asked, replace it with what? They said, GOT Parasol and some more items. I said, I'd prefer the Dream Dust. But it's okay if you wanna pass. But they said yes. So we accepted the trade. Their Halos were worth 7.1 mil, plus 625k in extra items, bringing the total offer to 9.6 mil. If we count the Lagoon Halo at just 6 million, that's already 3.6 mil profit. But if we go by today's value, where Lagoon dropped to 4 mil, that's a 5.6 mil profit. I mean, I don't even know what to call this anymore. Super massive, tremendous, huge win? You tell me. And that's all for today, Royals. From a risky trade to one of my biggest wins ever. This was such a wild ride. Let me know in the comments, would you have taken the risk of accepting the first Lagoon Halo trade? Comment the fish emoji if you made it to the end. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day, Royals.